on it a little bit.
No, absolutely. That's what we do. There is no script here. Welcome
No,
back, everybody. Welcome back.
yeah, yeah, but no, I was just saying, like,
Yeah,
I
continue,
think,
Mama.
I think part of the biggest issue is the slavery that's going on. It's so much slavery going on in the world where people don't have even a say as to what they put in their bodies. So we're really in a predicament. Like, as long as the slavery is going on, they have us all enslaved by the food, regardless of what we do individually, because obviously, clearly, the universe responds.
Well, slavery is their ultimate tactical word because the word in Hebrew slavery means it's the word job in
Right.
Hebrew means
Yeah.
slavery. So not only
Mhm.
are they using that energy for the workforce, technology, these iPhones and cellular phones, we're slave to these phones. So you're right. That slavery is on so many levels and different frequencies that we don't
Right.
even recognize it. And what we want to do is just be like, okay, people who get taken from their rights and they're being sold, that's just they're hitting us so many ways with this word slavery. It's insane. It's
Right.
insane.
But and I'm only using it for a lack of better words, but
No, no, you're right.
like
No,
at
you own
least
it.
at least with us, we do have the power to say, all right, I'm not gonna have a cell phone. We didn't have cell phones for years.
Right.
We really could just say, and honestly, that's what humanity needs to do. Honestly, you do that one blip in one day, all of this is over.
Everyone, yeah, everybody will mind their business.
Yeah. I mean, literally everybody could go out in the street, just take one day and just everybody just go out in the street, just go dance. No phones, no nothing. You shut everything off in your house.
That
Don't
would be
take your
amazing.
cell phone. Exactly. The day before, you could tell people where you're going to be, like how it used to be. And that's just what you do. But the people over there in China, it's so crazy because did any of you guys see the movie Parasite?
But okay, because there's I like to watch animes. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you know what animes is. It's the Japanese animated movies.
Yeah.
They have
Hmm.
they have one series called Parasite. So I got confused there.
Do they? No, I was actually talking about a movie. It's a movie called Parasite, and it's showing, and this is a Hollywood version of it, okay? Oh, you saw it, Jay?
No, I've heard of
Yeah.
it. Is it? But yeah, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. It's a Hollywood version of how bad it was, but let me tell you, it was terrible. It was terrible. These people literally had to live in a house that was full of water, and they live on top of each other. And like I told you, they experiment on these people. If somebody needs a liver or something like that, they just cut them, take whatever they need, stitch them back up, and then they go work in a sweatshop. These people have no rights. This is going on right now, and it's children, it's everybody. So I feel like, and it's, the number is, you can't imagine what the number fills countries. Just put it that way. So that's how many it is, and this is going on in so many different parts of the world. Those people have no power over what they get to eat. None.
It's
None.
it's a sad situation. Like even the movie Taken, even though people looked at it as a guy who went and rescued his daughter, they're showing you right there in that movie slave trafficking right there in your
Thank
face.
you.
But
Thank
you know what
you.
I mean? But we're
Thank
looking at
you.
Liam Neeson being an action hero going to, but they're showing you, they even showed you how they do it.
What
That's what's
about
in,
Nicolas Cage, 8 millimeter?
yeah, that too about the war. Yeah.
Listen,
What?
the news, like people believe news to be true. If you want to understand this world, you gotta flip everything. The news is a show, it's all lies. And the movies, the fairy tales, is the truth. Every single movie they show you what they're doing. There's this movie with what's this guy from Pirates of the Caribbean? He's in
Johnny
Kodak.
Depp?
Johnny Depp,
Johnny
right?
Depp, yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot the name of the movie, but they show you in the movie that crazy shit they're doing with the adrenochrome. You know what adrenochrome is?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
That's it.
Have you seen that movie? Have you seen
I
that scene?
haven't
They
watched
show
that
you
one.
clearly what they're doing. They even tell you
Yep.
in the movie. But it's a movie, right?
Oh, you know what's funny though?
Exactly.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is the Vegas nerve. Good one, dude. You just got me to bring it back. That's interesting. And then the blood, all the energy, what it does in watching the seizures and the energy. This is interesting stuff, man. We have to get hip to, once again, detoxing from pop culture. Never, not the diet, detoxing from this pop culture because it is
And,
popping.
and know that they're using you. Like they are surveying all of us.
Absolutely.
And they are taking our stories. You know, why do you think movies resonate with you so much?
Right.
How
right.
how many movies have you seen that you're like, man, I
Yeah.
know this is me.
Yeah.
You know, like I know this story is too specific.
Yeah.
They're surveying everything and they're making Hollywood productions, and then you pay them to do it.
Look at how parasital, I don't even know if that's a word, but look how parasitic it is. One of the most famous social media apps right now is TikTok. What is a tick? It's a parasite.
Parasite.
Yeah.
The
So
talking. Nice one. Good one.
So that's the thing, and that seems to be the popular movement with the young kids, because of course they always target the youth, right?
Right.
And then
It's,
cartoon ants with Jerry Seinfeld as the voice of ants.
And B movie. Yep.
We even say these terms like, why you bugging, yo? You bugging out? Why you bugging, yo? And are they bugging your phone? Stop bugging me.
I was just telling somebody that we are just computers, just like the computers that are in your house. When you get your computer, they tell you to get spyware so you can't get any viruses. Well, it's the same way. That is just your government. It's just like, if you're the one who made it, then you shouldn't have the ability to let anything like that in. Like, you guys are in control of this. How does that happen? And then I have to buy another application to prevent it. But yet this application, I have to relinquish everything about me and my computer to this software for it to work, so nothing can infiltrate it. So I'm supposed to believe that something else is infiltrating and not the thing that I've given the consent to look at everything.
You'll love this one, Ariel. The dance electric slide. I never got why it was called electric slide. Never got this.
This is so crazy. Go on.
Watch this. What is an algorithm? You mean to tell me I'll never forget it. I'd be dancing on the dance floor, doing my little hip hop, my own version. All of a sudden, yo, let's do the electric slide. I used to get so mad because I didn't know it, and they come out there doing one little kick step.
You didn't know it,
right? And they were all in sync. They were all in a rhythm.
Yeah.
Now, what is an algorithm? Okay, so it's simple. If I'm online and I have this constant dedication, this constant 1, 2, 3, 4 step to the left, the step to push that button, they're going to easily copy me and get me to do the thing. So if we can electric slide and use that same dance, I'm not kidding, but say om, ah, hum, vajada, you see, or om.
Yeah. You have no idea how far we are in sync. Santana has started our CSG program down here in Mexico. You know that, right?
Yeah.
For the graduation of the first class, Santana wanted everybody to be under the pavilion, and he wanted everybody to do the electric slide to Earth, Wind, and Fire Fantasy.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not making this up. He literally just said this like last week.
Yeah.
And for you to bring up the electric slide and say it's the answer, you have to go about it by doing the electric slide.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like, he's coming.
Sure.
Santana, you're not going to believe what just happened. Jay just said that we need to go about things just like the electric slide. And, right. and I was telling him about the graduation and how it's so real what you're saying. I'm saying that what you're saying is even more compelling than I think that you could possibly know. It really is the answer.
Oh,
So
totally.
we have to figure out it's something really to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to New Zealand. I don't know the tribe with the guy, they pull their tongues out and they have all the tattoos on, you know,
Yeah.
they warrior. They do a dance. Ha, and
Yeah.
that's what gets them the power to be a warrior. You go to any battle, okay, the bagpipes. Okay, there's a guy who's playing the bagpipes with a rhythm, getting them to march in a certain way to get them prepared for battle. Okay, even in England, let's go to England with the drums. What is Drumline with Nick Cannon? Yes, if you're good at instruments, anyone watching this, if you're a rapper or don't damn yourself, if you're a dancer, you have to use that for consciousness. We need to rethink because it's going to take too much work to get us to make a whole new damn system. So we have a good system right now, but the vibration is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And the diet, we're eating wrong stuff while we're sliding and trying to electrocute each other and be in shock, right? And be connected with movement.
And that's what's interesting to me is that it's crazy how when people who eat healthy, they want to call it a diet instead of just calling it what it is. It's just eating healthy. The word die is in the word diet. If you take the T off, you're going to die. That's why diets do not exist. But it's a good word to use for somebody to transition from one stage to another. It's all in the word. Just like you said, it's all in the frequency. And as far as these mantras, I agree with Jay 100%. It's just,
So let's do an experiment. All of us on this call and anybody who watches this, they can do an experiment too. Let's pick one day out of the week where we do not use our cell phone for an entire day. And let's see, we're going to have our own individual experiences, but let's see what the experience is with all the people who agreed to do it at the same time.
How about we do it on a Wednesday? Here's why. Wednesday
Okay.
is ruled by Mercury, which is communication.
Okay. Oh, you
And
talking about breaking something. Okay.
in Spanish, Wednesday is miércoles, which is Mercury. It's the same word. And that's the perfect day to communicate. And the cell phone, I don't even know what it is. Cell phone is communication. So let's use our communication abilities for real communication. In other words, leaving that alone. Just communicate among us.
Right.
Yeah, that's
and
why
that's why
it's called telecommunication. We have to use our telepathic way of communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Like you said, they have inverted it and made it into something physical.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do is I'm on this mantra kick because I love mantras. There's a specific mantra that I do every day when I'm building my energy shield or building my container.
You know, I've been using that mantra, by the way, brother.
Have you?
Every day that I go out, I say it, man. And, you know, I just forget about it. Everything goes well. And you go ahead because you were the one who told me. So you say it.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. There's so many mantras, but you find the one because the universe is going to lead you. Source is going to lead you to these mantras, just like Jay. Jay has his specific mantras that he has for himself, that he's been led to, that he says every day. And look, the proof is in the pudding. You see what I mean? Myself, I have certain mantras that have been led to me that I found that I use. Proof is in the pudding. You see, so a big mantra that I use is when I'm building my energy container, when I'm about to meditate or build my container and get my spine flexing, getting that electrophysical charge to go up so I can get my body to move it's Om Nam Mahe. And then you come back in with Gura Habe Nam Mamo. You say that and the resonation itself, when it's coming out of your mouth, you can feel the energy. You can feel the container around it. You're building the torus. You're basically straightening your aura. So when you go out in public, it's like a force field. It's an invisible force field.
Yeah.
And plus two, it's your will and it's your intent. Like AJ was saying, there's certain things that you can because at the end of the day, one soul cannot take another soul unless you give it access to. So if you literally just before you go to bed, for people who have like sleep paralysis, or, people always talk about they get attacked in their sleep, they can't sleep well, or, they go out and they're always having crazy situations happen to them. You basically have to take your will and your intent back. So basically all you have to say is before you leave the house or before you go to sleep, you say, I'm closing my auric field to my inner self, my true Christ self. And that's it. No other soul or no other entity can.
Yeah.
That's it.
I like
See
you
how
said
powerful the word is?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The force field that you said. Oh, so let's go to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the force? Okay. Now, if you're looking at martial arts, in Wing Chun, they say that you don't have to use force
Right.
in order to, manipulate your part, the coming at you. So what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is the manipulation of hydroponics water. So you're being a mermaid, you're learning what is the wave. Perfect break when you're breakdancing, dude, break beats. When you're doing the wave, if we're all doing the wave and chanting, I'm having so many aha moments. If we're holding hands, but we're connected and we're letting go of electronics and we're grounding with, let's just say, ancient words that go somewhere, I guarantee you we'll send a ripple through the entire earth all over the world without even having to lift a finger or doing anything too physical. Because if you go to India, the most ancient rituals are people sitting down, moving their head, listening to someone, and then responding, and then burning candles to geometric shapes, but they're grounded and carrying stuff on certain time. They're not pulling out weapons, and what they're doing is they're doing the nuclear war invisibly, the nucleus. Yeah. So we can manipulate our self to be selfish, back to fish again. When you're selfish, you're just mutating yourselves. Your invisible field is not going to even exist because you're constantly taking and taking and taking. So anyone can come inside your field. That would be called you're whoring your energy, or you're vibrationally illiterate. I like this one. Your thoughts, Santana?
Brilliant.
I want to get back to Little Nemo. I know we kind of got off of that, talking about fish being underwater, just like SpongeBob under the sea, where their whole cartoon is based off of a bunch of all animals. It's interesting because Little Nemo, if you look up the word Nemo, what that means, it means no one in Latin. So basically what that movie was about was the dad, I think his name was Marlin, right? The dad.
Mm-hmm.
What you saw in Little Nemo was just an illusion. That whole adventure that he had was an illusion. There was no Little Nemo. There was no Dory. This was all an imagination in his head. And that's what you're really looking at for about 2 hours, was just an illusionary mindset of Marlin, because he's looking for Little Nemo. You're looking for no one. See what I mean? So it wasn't even real what was being portrayed in the movie. It was just his imagination, because his wife died and he went through sorrow, and that was his trauma. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
Nemo is also your gnome, the genome, the metronome, the Nome, gnome.
The whole thing is
Like these names like Noam
What
Chomsky.
would you do with Dory? She didn't remember anything.
well, he said the whole thing was fake. It was his imagination.
It was his imagination. And metrodome, like you're saying, that's what's used, because I used to produce beats. A metrodome is what you use to make sure the rhythm is in sync.
Right. And now in sync is the sink with the hot and cold. How many times you go to the shower, you can't get that damn balance right? You know how many times I burn myself?
Especially in Mexico, man.
That's not right. It should be set at the perfect temperature. It should be easy, but they do it on purpose. That boiler, first of all, what's in the boiler? What's in our fish tank? Let's get into that. Okay, you got lead, mercury, and all kinds of radiation poisoning that's powering your oven. I'm not dooming and glooming things. There's remedies for this, but we know where we're going here. So if we want to scuba dive into our truth, it's very hard to do so. Your scuba dive is your Nintendo DS letters. patterns, right? When you go underwater, how many patterns do you see of fish? How school of fish? Get into that. School. When you go to school, what do you become? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We know this, right? And it works so well. And they don't have to do shit. They just have to make a building, right? Have a little tank, seduce us. There's the fish food. What's the fish food? Einstein's theory, the protein pyramid, white Jesus. You're a nigga. You're ugly. You're pretty. Oh my God, Octopussy. Remember this movie, Octopussy?
007.
007. That's a code. Who was Sir John Dee? Remember Sir John Dee for the Queen? He spoke in code using 007 for, I think, Queen Elizabeth or some shit. So how did they figure this out? And what's, again, the Yellow Submarine? Let's go back to the Beatles.
Yeah, even 007, when you invert it, it's the 700 Club, the most popular
The
Christian
700
channel on
Club.
TV. It's all code.
1,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea. Now watch this. Your crown chakra is 1,000 petals. So what they telling you? Interesting. They're upside down in us, right? Now we're not seeing who the predator is. We're not looking at the shark. Now we get into loan sharking. Are you kidding me? The loan shark. Get Joey over here to break your balls. You play pool. Okay, 8 ball of cocaine. Whoa, a bunch of planets on a table. It's so easy to get us. I think this fish idea, I think it's the one, dude. Okay, a fish called Wanda. Remember that shit, Wanda?
Yep.
Okay, wandering star, Wanda. I wonder years. Aha.
I wonder who wrote the book. No, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, the truth is hidden in plain sight. You know why people don't see it? Because they don't pay attention. That I say that's the real currency is your attention.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
pay attention, you will see the truth. That's why people
Currency.
notices the chemtrails, for instance, because they don't look up anymore. It's all on the phone now. They don't care what's happening up there. They're getting poisoned.
Yeah, but
They don't
they
look up.
send all them pictures and videos to the cloud.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, so AJ, I want you to kind of elaborate here, kind of segue, because I know you had something to share. I know you're not prepared, which is totally fine. We do things off the cuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But definitely share. He wanted to share something that he found with some connections, and we can build off of this real quickly.
Please do.
All right. So you all know what the Antarctic Treaty is, right?
Yes.
No. I
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so every country in the world is at war, but the only one thing they do agree on is that nobody can go to the North Pole.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
It's called the Antarctic Treaty. If you look at the map that they have, it's a flat map. It's a flat Earth, right? So this guy from Archaex, Jason, right? I think that's his name. He made an amazing discovery where you can use phi and pi, and then you can predict events in the future. So in 2040, there's a reset that's coming, the Phoenix, right? So the Antarctic Treaty doesn't end until 2041. Coincidence? I don't think so. So you see, you don't have access to the North Pole. They're hiding Mount Merrow. They're hiding the center, the magnet. Every magnet points north. It means that it's pointing to the center of the Earth. There's something that they don't want us to see. So if there's going to be a cataclysm in 2040, but the Antarctic Treaty doesn't finish or ends until 2041,
Expires.
exactly, it means that shit's going to get destroyed. They're going to come back and continue their rulership, or so they think, because
let
the
me
Earth
ask
is going to be destroyed by fire.
Do treaties typically have expirations? Is that how they work?
Well, it's supposed to expire in 2041. That's the
No, but I'm saying in general, do treaties have? I didn't know treaties had expirations. I thought that they could be challenged, but I didn't know they came with expirations. Or is this something special?
Well, they're always being challenged. There's always people who want to go there,
Yeah.
and they're being stopped. And then these people are recording what's happening and putting it online constantly.
Yeah, no.
So they say 2041 is going to end, but then this is going to happen. I'm not surprised. You see? So here's the thing. Based on what I've discovered myself, trusting in yourself and in a higher power, if you're walking the right path, if you're putting the right food in your body, if you're really helping your brother, your sister, doesn't matter where you come from, if you have that type of mentality, then you will be protected by nature. So this is going to happen. The earth is going to get destroyed. The people who are walking the right path will not get destroyed. And those people will inherit the earth. That's how I see it. It sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
To you guys.
But
for the world,
this is the only thing that makes sense, actually.
So I will encourage you guys to do a little bit more research on that, because there's a lot of things hidden when it comes to the Antarctic Treaty.
When was the Antarctic Treaty done?
Yeah, that was established in if you see every nation, that's basically like, to understand that area, that's like a sovereign place for all nations to go, and you can't war. They have to so it's a hideout as I see it. It's a hideout. You know what I mean? Just like you said, there's something that they're hiding, because our map that they show is not the entire world.
I think
our world is big. Our world is bigger than what they show us. It's just that.
Of course not.
This only attempt. This place we're on. This is a simulation, so this place is limitless. We shouldn't be fighting over land when this is a simulation. So this it doesn't end. It's infinite everything.
Listen, people. The reason why they don't want people to go there is because they have to find a way to keep us here, because we are the energy for the system. We are the ones who are building their empire. We're the ones who do everything for them.
Yep.
Right. So if we leave, they die because they are a parasite. They need a host to harvest the energy. Like that movie, The Matrix. That movie, every time I watch it, it just blows my mind. It's full of, it's telling you right there how they really do it.
It's a documentary.
Yep, it's real.
Can I ask a favor, Raphael?
Yes, sir.
You just gave me, and God bless you, Alberto. I love it, because so Antarctica, I saw three things: ant, art, and Tikka. Could you type in Tikka, T-I believe K-A? It is the Hindu pineal gland jewelry that women wear in their forehead. And I want us to just look at this and kind of absorb, because I think there is a way we can bring all of this stuff to ourselves while we're here trapped. We can mentally once again manifest it, but it would take a unity thing and division. Like Santana was saying, let go of your beefs, man. Let go of your freaking beefs. Your brain is the thing. It's a psychic, infinite communicator that can save thousands of people if you're just thinking as one body, as opposed to freaking, what was Voltron, for God's sake? Anything come up for you, my brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna share right now.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. And thank you, Alberto. That was well said, bro. Very, very clear. Very well said. So it's called the Mang Tikka. Okay. So Tikka Masala, be careful what we eat. You do not want chicken masala. You see where I'm going here? They play with you. Now, Vatican comes from Vatika. Vatika is the goddess of death. Now let's go to ant, art in heaven. Our Father who art in heaven is your pineal gland. Your Antarctica is in your head. Your auntie, you can bring her back. So yes, it would be great to go there. It's not realistic, but you can go there as a mystic. You must be able to. And this is what I swear, people, this is all that a guru, a real guru, or anyone who's grounded, or even a priest, is trying to get you to do, is to get you to find your hidden worlds or your infinite, you see what I'm saying, complicated and beautiful abilities. And once again, like you said, we're hosting them. We're going shopping, we're eating ourselves to death, we're watching a lot of television, we're having a lot of sex, a lot of opinions, and the truth community too. The truth community gets a finger as well. We don't have time for video sharing. Everyone you see here in this live with compassion is active. We do the work. We need all of us to do what? Connect with your Tikka, your pineal gland. This part of your head is that world. And they can't decapitate that. But they can if you drink Coke all day. Yes or no? Right?
Absolutely.
Coke's not working. It's legal poison. Once again, these are simple facts, right? But you try to explain. Don't protest abortion. Don't protest George Floyd. Don't protest LGBTQ. Don't protest even the animal rights. God damn it. Just stop eating them and hurting them. Protest legal poison because it kills everything. Simple. But we don't do this. We love to be addicted. So now I'm going to ask you guys this. Do you think that the majority of us just can't get it? And that's always going to be like just us doing this we reincarnate. It's going to be the handful of the people that are struggling. Because think about it. Your Bible, right? Only has one rock star that gets fucked up. Even Moses didn't make it to the promised land, right? Christ died and blah, 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 got whatever, metaphors. What do you all think? And is it just about us being enlightened and trying to, and that's just the work itself? Or is there a way to get the whole freaking world to take back our fucking truth as one? I don't know. That's where I'm stumped. I open it up.
Well, I think just like we were discussing, once we do a couple simple acts, we're going to be very furious that it took us so long to do this. This thing that we're looking at is a coward. This thing that we're looking at is time is up. And this thing that's looking at trick that's been playing for a long time is no longer going to work. So it's one of two things. I'm finding that people who pretend they want this thing to, people just talk shit. People who think they want this thing to break don't want it to break, and they like systems because they're too afraid to go out in this world without a system in place and don't want to admit it. So everyone is just scared. Everyone is just scared and don't know where to turn. And we're in a climate where people can't even express that they're in fear and don't know what to do. And to say you don't know what to do or to be wrong or to not have an answer to a question somehow makes you weak or stupid right now. So he just really got us in a real bad place. I agree that the currency is attention is currency, but people are paying with shame. They're allowing themselves to be shamed into not standing up. And, you know, when people, you know, I get a lot of flack about talking and cursing. And people tell me all the time, you know, hey, you should stop cursing. And it's like, well, I don't really care about what you think about me. I have a mission. I don't care. I don't care that you don't like what I said. I have a mission. And the people who don't like, take more, if you have a problem with me cursing, you should have a bigger problem with people poisoning babies. So if you want to judge me on my cursing and not the people who are poisoning babies, then you need to probably be with them, you know? So it's like, I think people are people are picking fights that are poor timing. We shouldn't be fighting about anything right now other than we know that there was an attempt, and there's still an ongoing attempt to be poisoned. We know that this is a lie. We know that our government sit by and have watched the entire thing and have allowed it and are the accomplice. So I'm not sure what the galvanizing event's going to be. I know that it doesn't have to happen, but I've seen how it plays out, but based on the buffoonery that I'm looking at and the cowardice that I'm looking at, I'm not sure how it happens, because it's like, I'm just seeing everyone just sit and watch. And even the simplest of things, like just sending an email out, people are too scared to send out an email. And you know, those are your warriors. Your citizens, like you said, your neighbors are your warriors. And if you can't get your neighbor to just send out an email on your behalf, you're in a bad situation.
Sure.
Yeah, that's because a lot of men see the world has been trained to live in fear. So when you it's here's the thing, man. Our generation and generations before us and the next ones that are coming now, we are like animals being born in a zoo. So you're born in a zoo
Yes.
and
Yes,
you
you're in a
look
zoo.
around and you have a cage and this is going on and you get fed a certain type of food at a certain time and you get used to it, but deep down the animal knows that something's wrong. So
Yeah, listen, when I'm on the highway, I feel like, when you're 100% right, because I literally feel whenever I'm on a highway, I always feel like the police are like the lions, and he selects a gazelle that they're going to just choose, like this is going to be the one we're going to kill, like not kill but give a ticket to. I know it sounds weird, but it's like, man, it's like you got, this is what's frustrating. You got 1 billion fucking people with cars, and you got 100,000 cars on the road, and one police car will make 100,000 cars scared. You know how you watch the nature films and you'll see 100,000 wildebeests that are humongous, and then 10 hyenas have 100,000 humongous wildebeest running in one direction, and you're saying to yourself, God damn, it's 10,000 of you buffoons. It's only 4 of these little hyenas. It's 10,000 of you bigger ones. Why don't y'all stop running and fucking fighting each other and fuck up these disgusting ass hyenas? We outnumber these little pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's fear,
Man,
man.
you know how frustrating it is to see all this buffoonery and watch all this deception and lies and see that we are being held up by the biggest fucking idiots in the world.
Yeah.
They got people out here trying to pretend like Elon Musk is cool. That man is a fucking nerd. Bill Gates is a fucking nerd. They're just buffoons. And people pretending they're cool. People got to pretend that Caitlyn Jenner is pretty. No, that is a man in a dress. And not a good looking man. It's a ugly man in a dress. And I'm sitting here watching this and it's like, Jesus Christ, they're poisoning the children. Y'all, people are sitting around pretending they don't know why their uncle done died. Well, he just got the shot and no one knows why he died. And it's just like, God damn, what is it going to take for people to say, wait a minute? My favorite movie, the first movie I ever saw was Warriors. This one man was trying to explain to all the gangs, hey, it's 80,000 gang members. It's 10,000 police. Fuck them. Stop fighting each other. Have a truce. And we don't have to be in fear of the buffoons who are treating us like animals.
Stop right there.
That's the message.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come right back.
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna chime in. I'm gonna chime in with what my solution.
Boom.